told you, when the budget, because the budget team are still on the budget, they also came with a number of people that are dead and on our payroll, and they have been paid. We don't know who has been receiving those salaries. So you look at, we made reference to 𝒂𝒊𝒏. The reason why I come to 𝒂𝒊𝒏 is 𝒂𝒊𝒏's father is the director of finance. He should be the most exemplary person in this country. He should be paying a lot more than anyone else, because his father's job, his father works at the council. If his father is the head of the department and he behaves otherwise, what signal does it tell people? But to tell you the problem that we have in Brikama Area Council, it's quite simply this council has been Yankuba. Whether you people like it or not, that is the fact. And I am bold enough to face the director of finance and told him in his face, I told him, I am not a hypocrite. I will tell it to your face. On Tuesday, I am going to seek council's resolution to get rid of you from here. You being here is the problem of the retrogress of this council. I told him point blank, Honorable Boto Bojang is my witness. The daughter was found printing GTR books from a Nigerian shop, and they were caught by the previous council, and she is still under suspension called Ron Jeng. I said, look, people can employ 1-2 people, but you employ the whole Kabilo. And even the ones that we listed are not the end of them. There are many other ones, almost 3-4 that have been notified of. So I told him, I said, literally, this whole institution is at your mercy. If you want us to get revenue, we get it. If you want us not to have revenue, we don't have it. I said to him, that's why I need you out. Because if you remain here, this institution is not going anywhere. I am not, which one than you? I am only an instrument of God to bring justice to the people of Westcoast. You people have done enough. You have done enough. You know, to make matters worse, his older son by set, if it is not 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔's valiant effort to go after a report that he got, that someone is here collecting 3,000. He followed it up, chased the boy up, and chased him until he stopped him somewhere on the road, and then found a lot of invoices with him in his car, and asked him, where are you working? Then he realized that he is the director of finance's son. How much he collected, only God knows. How many times he has done that, only God knows. But one thing is clear, he is not on our list of people who are reporting on a weekly basis. So he's never reported to us. The question is, how many other people are doing that? But Jeng knows. Director of Finance knows. We don't know, but he knows. And that's how BAC is being run. They have health care to take care of. Some of them, like a case, one Usman Boya in Sukuta, he has something now attached to his belly. He was even kicked out of this place and told that he is not entitled to any pension, despite him contracting sickness from here as a result of the work he's done. This is the situation, my friends, my colleagues. We passed the thresholds here together. And you've seen how much Omar Sedikan had withdrawn in the month of June before the thresholds kicked in. No such withdrawals happened after that. Together, we've been making change. And together, we have to uproot Jankunda clan to salvage this place. I don't have no vendetta against anybody, but I have the best interest of the people of Westcoast. And I am going to fight for that. Because that is between me and my conscience, and it's between me and my God. And I know that is the best thing for Mr. Jeng. You keep him here. You get him to carry on. He's addicted to this. He will carry on taking money left, right, and center. You know, the geology funds. You know, people think we are stupid. You take money from our collectors, you put it in our accounts, you tell us we put it in the savings, and a whole lot of other things. These are all not true. That's why suppression is happening. The money is given through other channels, but you will not see them in your accounts. So there is so much investigation that needs to happen. But it cannot happen with these people being in charge and continuing to suppress. If you vote because you're voting for the chairman to be defeated, let me tell you this, I wouldn't be defeated. But come ending of this month, in fact, I am going on holiday to the UK. If I go to the UK, I'll work in the whole of November. I'll do some menial work and save some pounds before I come back. But before I come back, you people are going to get know anything. This is the reality. And then the people of Westcoast, we will not even be able to clear or collect the garbage that is in the market because we wouldn't have the money to pay the fuel. So everything will be a mess. So the report is already out. The public is already reading it. They expect nothing other than the right decision from this honorable council. It's either we are honorable or dishonorable. Because the evidence is laid bare for all to see. That we cannot have one individual with all of his family in one council. We cannot have people receiving money and suppressing it. As I told you, it's not just these people. The high-valued rates are doing it big time. The only people that are not doing it now is the market collectors. Market collectors, when they try to do it now, we have compliance report. We even call them and tell them, you have to come. You have to pay. The other day, Lamin Shakandi had to come back and pay 16,000 because he decided somehow he forgot to pay it in the bank. We had to tell him, but you're supposed to pay the 16,000 because the compliance officer said you have 16,000 with you. He said, oh, I forgot, I'm going to the bank. He had to go and pay it and come back. That's how they all are. I bet if you go after some of these people, they'll tell you, oh, we forgot, but we will bring it. We forgot, we will bring it. But to tell you, we don't have time to forget. When they forget, the consequences are paid by some people. Someone's salary is not going to be paid in time. That person is either going to be kicked out by his landlord. By the time you remember and then come and pay, he's already lost his house. We cannot afford to dilly-dally anymore. It's time the previous council took an action against 2 people. Those 2 people are the most compliant people in this country now. Their records are very clear because the previous council, despite everything we can say about them, they took the bold decision and said, we are going to suspend you people because you've been suppressing our revenue. Now, these people will tell you, you give them all sorts of options. Give them options to come and pay. Or in fact, when I sold this to Jen, he told me no, his son paid it through commune. I said to him, don't try to fool me. Commune payment does not tally with this. And then what about the other payment that was made in August? Was that also paid by commune? Where is that payment? The commune payment was even done in August. It was 395,000. This man is withholding 500 and something plus. What is the difference? It's not there. He was meant to bring me a report. He could not. He gave me, the choice he gave me was, he is seeking to be transferred to another sister council. Question before this council is whether we leave him and wait for him to be transferred, or we put him on leave like everyone else, and he wait for the transfer from the other council. But that is the decision we have to take. And that is a resolution we have to make. From today, we cannot come back and say, we need to stop people from suppressing, because I tell you one thing, if you make the wrong decision, the signal you are sending to every collector now is that we can suppress as much as we like. The council will never resolve to come after us. But if you go with the recommendation we make, you send a clear message to every collector who is suppressing our funds that before we get to you, go and pay. Because if you do not pay our money and we get to you, you are going to go like everyone else. And I'm telling you, I'm looking at the end of this month, we are going to go after high value and rates. We're going to check how much they're going to come. Whether they will still, despite everything, will still want to suppress. Anybody who suppresses, please, we have 1,001 people in my own area in Jeddah alone that are looking for jobs. And I have 450 plus people in Kafuta that are looking for jobs. And I'm sure we have likewise in Guyana, in Sintet, in Nyambai, in Banyu who are looking for jobs. And then they are ready to work for this council and bring back even the smallest token of a vote, they are willing to bring it to this council. Why should you deny those people the opportunity? And then maintain people who are going to take all your money? So we have to make the bold decision and send a clear message to everybody that we don't care about party politics. We don't care about anything. All we care about is people of West Coast. Their money is their money. Nobody is going to take their money. And anybody who takes their money, you will see us like a stallion. We will not allow you to pilfer a butut of their money from now on. And if you insist on doing it, we're going to get rid of you. And that includes even myself. Every one of us. No one is exempted. Nobody. Even myself. Get an impeachment proceeding against me and get rid of me. I shouldn't be here to eat your money. No one should. No one should. If we cannot do it ourselves, why should we let them do it? You know? So, I now open the floor and we hear from everyone.